There's no nerfs. It's all buffs. They just released patch notes. It's all buffs. The Hand of Heaven sharpens her edge, bringing even slightly greater threat to the battlefield. So Angela has increased movement speed of Assassin's Charge, accelerate dash from 16 meters to 18 meters. Is that her, like, boop thing? Increase Heaven's Retribution ultimate ability spare health from 600 to 800. Angela was already good. This makes her really good, because 16 to 18 meters per second, it's like 12.5% faster charge, which is pretty good, which means she can boop people further away. She can get to places faster, so it's pretty good. And then her ult having fatter HP is really good. So Angela was already really, really strong. It's already this buff is gonna make her even better. So I expect more Angela gameplay. Peni Parker, allies in Penny's cyber webs now receive the same healing over time. What? Same healing as Penny? Are you out of your mind? Hello? What the f? I expected it to be like 5 healing per second. What, does this mean she's gonna farm her ult faster? Movement for allies is 25%, healing is 15 per second. Ally excess healing converts into bonus health up to 25. What the f is this? Oh my god, that is so like you can just spawn camp with Penny. I mean, slight exaggeration because it's not that much healing, but if Penny ult was better, you could farm it instantly. I can't wait for Pennies to have more healing than supports. Also, this means Penny is even better against dive because you can just out heal a lot of the poke. Like, it sounds like a really bad change. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not too happy about this. Movement speed for allies, 25%. And healing 15 per second. Does it stack, I wonder? It probably does, right? If you stack up your webs in one spot, you can probably heal like 50 per second. Probably, because for Penny it stacks. What the fuck? What did I just read? What did I just read? Magneto separate the cooldowns of Metal Bulwark and Iron Bulwark. Activating one send the other one cooldown. He has 2 bubbles. It's not a nerf. No, it's a buff. It's not a nerf. It's a buff. He has 2 bubbles. He has 2 bubbles. Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? It's not a nerf. It's a buff. He has 2 bubbles. He can bubble himself and an ally. Like, you can bubble yourself and a teammate. And 250 HP to 200 doesn't matter. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it matters. And also, each of these bubbles is gonna farm right clicks for you. Like, it's gonna farm like your big chungus, so you're gonna build up way more chunguses. So you're gonna do more damage, more go time on your right click, and you having it is so broken to have Magneto be able to bubble himself and a teammate, because before you had to choose, I'm gonna save my teammate or myself. Now you don't have to choose. This is so busted. It is actually so busted. I think this makes Magneto so OP. 2 bubbles is ridiculous because Magneto was already strong with 1 bubble. 2 bubbles is insane. And the uptime on his right click is also insane. So I cannot believe that they buffed Magneto in such a way. I guess they're just like making things, like they're just making sweeping changes, which is okay. I'm down for that. I like big changes. It's going to be very different. But other than that, it's interesting change. It's interesting that they did that. Moving on. Captain America, allies within its path gain a 30% boost to ultimate charge efficiency. 30% boost to ultimate charge efficiency, which means you're going to farm your ultimate 30% faster. What the fuck? What the fuck? Mean 30% faster. What the fuck? You can ult on Cap, and your entire team is gonna farm their ults. Oh my god! I don't even know what's the meta next season because Penny looks ridiculous. Cap looks ridiculous. Mag looks ridiculous. I don't like. You can farm your ults so fast now. You can rotate support ults with cap ult. Like you can. You can get cap ult supports farm support ults because they get more healing. They get more ult charge from healing, and then based on that, they can support ult and cap can farm another. So like, it sounds so annoying. It sounds so annoying to deal with. 30% boost. How much ult charge? 3,000, 4,000. Like, if in one fight you farm 1,000 points of ult charge, you're gonna farm 1,300. Which means you're probably gonna farm even more depending on the fight. Because you can farm quite a bit. Tanks look so busted, not gonna lie. I don't know about the other changes, but these changes so far look insane. Like, why would they go this way? 30% boost to ultimate damage. Honestly, I didn't want them to go the outslop way because the game is already outslop. I wish they went more into having it more based around neutral fight, because now you're just gonna be farming out so fast, and it feels like tank heavy. Like, it feels so tank heavy. I haven't read the rest. I haven't read the DPS or support patch notes. I'm gonna read them, but these seem like crazy changes for tank. Anyways, I'm moving on. Groot, Ironwood Wall new effect. Gain unstoppable status when with what? Unstoppable? You can't be stunned? What the Wait, excuse me. What the fuck? Does this apply only to Groot or everybody? Like, does the big wall only Groot? You can't be kidnapped by Wolverine. You can't be eaten by Jeff. You can't be grabbed by Emma. Holy shit. Mag 2 Bubbles Groot Unstoppable is ridiculous. That is so insane. You can't. His biggest weakness was him getting stunned. Now he doesn't get stunned. What is awaken walls? When you're close to a wall, they awaken. So their effects trigger. So awaken wall is when you're close. So whenever he's 15 meters of an awakened Ironwood wall, which means if he's 15 meters next to a wall, basically he just becomes unstoppable. The wall is destroyed in 1 second. Depends on the enemy comp. Second of all, this might mean that you might want to hide your wall instead of placing it in front of people. It just allows for more depth. Like, you don't have to place it in front of people. You can play more passive. You can play more passively with, right? Because in general, you want to use it to cut people off because the shields aren't that good. But that is insane. That seems like I can't even predict what's going to be meta in terms of tanks, which is good. Oh my god, what are these fucking thing changes? There's like 50 of them, whatever. I like it because it's going to shake things up, so I'm excited to play next season. But holy shit. Yeah, that is insane. They are going all out. Okay, moving on. Hulk, Gamma Burst new effect. Each direct hit reduces indestructible guard cooldown. Is Gamma Burst my right click? On Hulk? That is insane. So how long is the cooldown on my bubble? 8 seconds? How much is the clap cooldown? No clap. Shields. What is the exact CD? 10 seconds? So on average, I'm going to be hitting like 2 to 3 people. Shield is 15. I don't think it's that crazy of a change. It's 9 seconds for your shields. It's still really good. Like, it's gonna allow way more uptime for your shields, which means you're gonna get way more ult charge. But I don't think it's gonna make Hulk meta in any way. It's good. I like it. But compared to the other changes tanks are getting, considering that all the other tanks are already strong, I don't think this will make Hulk OP. Like, you're gonna have more shields, more O charge, because whenever people shoot the shields, they get you get O charge. But it doesn't change anything about the character in general. Like, it's still really good. I like it. But I wish they would change the consistency on the bubbles so you could hit more targets more consistently. It's just too tight. If the clap penetrates, that's a max of 6 seconds. Yeah, but you're thinking about maxes. Like, you're not going to be hitting a 6-man clap often. Most of the time, you're going to be hitting like 2 people on average. So, it's good, but compared to everything else, it's not that good, crazy. Hulk gets his ult quick. It doesn't matter how fast you get your ult, guys. It doesn't matter because they have Emma, they have Bucky, they have like Hela, they have Cloak fucking Chungus, right? It doesn't make him OP. Like, it's not him having long cooldown on his shift isn't like why he's not good. So it's a good change compared to everything else. Is very mild, right? If they release this Hulk change by itself, I think it will be really strong. But everything else combined, it doesn't seem like Hulk is too OP, right? Moving on. So, remove damage reduction from single leap target. Now grants 20% damage reduction to all. What the fuck? 20% to everybody. What the fuck you mean to 20%? What? 20% damage reduction to everybody within 5 meters. Okay. Battle Blitz. Remove damage reduction from self. Now applies 20% vulnerability to all enemies. What the fuck? What the fuck? 20% vulnerability to everybody? That is insane. That's a 20% damage boost on your entire team versus everybody that's there. Like, even if you apply it to one person, it's crazy. And then the final one is ridiculous. 90 to 55 to his damage. Remove 50 bonus health. New effect, deal bonus damage equal to 8% of enemies' max health per hit. Gain bonus health equal to damage dealt. This means 8% on average. What is that? So 8, 16, like fucking Chungus. Yeah, 8, 16, and like if it's 275 target, it's like 20 bonus damage. So it's less damage against squishies, but if it's a big target, like for example, how much HP does Big Hulk have? He has 1,000, right? So it's 1,500, 1,200, 1,500. So against that, he's going to be doing 175 damage per punch. Okay. And then he's going to be getting 100 shields. Wait. Gain bonus health equal to damage dealt. So his base is 55. Base is like 70 something. So he's going to be getting minimum 70 something HP every time. And if it's a tank, he's going to be getting 100. No, he's always going to be getting 100 because you're piercing. Because you're piercing. So you're always going to be hitting 100. So it's basically from 50 shields to 100. So every right click is going to give you 100 shields. And then, oh my god, he also applies vulnerability. So if you're playing against tanks, bro, this guy sounds like a tank buster. Like if they're playing triple tank, you go the thing because you jump on them 20% damage amplification. 20% damage amplification, and then based on that, if it's like Groot or something, you're gonna be doing over 100 damage plus 20. You're gonna be doing like 120, 130 damage per punch on Groot. And if you're getting damage boosted and stuff, that is insane. And it applies 20% damage vulnerability to everybody. And then you're gonna farm your ult way faster because you're doing way more damage. And then you can jump to your team if they're stacked and get damage reduction. It sounds insane. Depending on what the changes are to other tanks, or I know like other DPS and stuff, the thing looks insane on paper. On paper, he looks ridiculous because you're gonna be melting tanks way faster than they can heal. No nerfs. There's no nerfs. They didn't nerf a single thing. They didn't nerf a single character. 142.8 damage after debuff on Groot every punch. I mean, I'm down because it changes up the meta quite a bit, but that is quite intense changes. They need to add more bans per season, like per game. I mean, you guys are saying they did the right thing, but people that don't play tank are about to get their shit rocked, and I think you have like an awakening, because it's fun on paper for a week or two, then it's gonna get really fucking annoying. So I am down to clown because I don't give a shit. But if you take this game too competitively, I think you're probably losing your mind. I think you're probably losing your mind. But it's good. A lot of new tools. Let's go Duelist. Increase Archer focus maximum bonus damage from 75 to 90, so Hawkeye can one-shot better, which is fine, considering Hawkeye isn't that good. Very diveable tanks are getting buffed. Phoenix adjust Cosmic Flame maximum follow-up from 30 meters, at 30 meters from 60 to 75. So she's going to do more damage at max range. Mr. Fantastic, reflexive rubber can now be used during inflated state after reaching 100 elasticity. What is reflexive rubber? Oh, it's the square. The fridge. And then remove 350 bonus health. Now gain 350 maximum health and a one-time heal of 350. Which is removed upon exiting the inflated state. Now, the thing about this change is that it's really good. Because first, I don't know if it's going to work that way, but it might mean that Mr. Fantastic is going to get 350 HP worth of ult charge whenever he gets inflated. Second of all, his supports can heal him, which means they get more ult charge, so he's more tanky. And third of all, he can be healed, so it's not like a one-time thing. So even though he takes a lot of damage, he's still going to be inflated and he can get like spam healed, which is a big change. It's really good. Yeah, he can be healed in inflated state, basically. Also, the enemies are going to get ult charge, right? So it's a big change. I don't know if it's going to change Mr. Fantastic much, because I think his core isn't that strong. But the fact that he can turn into a fridge again whenever he is at full elasticity, plus the fact that he can get healed, might mean he might become a little bit of a terrorist. So we'll see. Storm. Damage boost increased from 10 to 12. Thunder's damage boost to allies 12 to 15. So just more damage boost. Whenever she activates it, it's 15, not 12. and whenever it's not activated, it's 12 instead of 10, which is okay. I'm down. I think Storm is an okay character. I don't think it's too broken. SG, increase burst acorn damage from 100 to 110. Whatever. I take it. We take it. We take it. That's fine. Spiderman, reduce web cluster energized time from 2.5 to 2, which means you can get more web clusters. And increase amazing combo damage from 60 to 70. Does this mean you can one-shot 275 HP? Or does it mean you could like you can one-shot 250? You could one-shot 250 before, right? Or not? I think they were left on 1 HP, no? But now you one-shot 250, no? I mean, the basic combo. Like, if you land a cluster, go on them. It's like Venom team-up, no? Whatever. Moving on. I don't think it's going to make Spider-Man OP, but it's a nice change. I think he needed a buff. He was too weak. Punisher increased base health from 275 to 300 because he loses. He's no longer the anchor, right? So he's now 300 HP. Adjudication maximum fall off from 70 to 85, which means he does more damage at max range. And then he does more damage per bullet. And that's basically because he's losing anchor, they're buffing him. So it doesn't matter too much. Wolverine, increase Savage Claw percentage damage for each point of rage from 0.045 to 0.057. Increase Vicious Rampage percentage damage. Reduce Feral Leap cooldown. What does this mean? Per point, 0.012 per point. So 10 points means 0.12. 100 points. It equals to 1.2 more. So it's 5.7. I'm just trying to see how much more is the percentage. So it's 1.2 more. Which is quite a bit. Quite a bit. Because if you consider 5.7 and 100% from 4.5, that is like a 20% increase of damage. Doesn't seem too crazy. You say it doesn't seem too crazy, but 1.2% of max HP is per slash is 9.6 if you're fighting Groot, which is insane. No, am I crazy? 9.6. Did I do the math right? I'm really fried. 9.6 more damage per swing, and you do so many swings per second, or like per 5 seconds, for example. What's the unstoppable thing? He can't be stunned. I'm just good with percentage, but yeah. That is insane, no? Groot has 800 HP. I don't know what's his attack speed exactly, but that seems really OP. Plus, it also applies for his really fast swings, by the way. Like, whenever he leaps, right? It's Vicious Rampage. Like, whenever he uses his chungus, and he does... he's just gonna be chopping trees, right? Like, I feel like that's really big terrorism. And he has a lower leap cooldown from 15 to 12 seconds. I think Wolverine's gonna be really good next season because tanks are getting giga buffed. Like, tanks are getting so buffed, and tanks are gonna be so, like, they're gonna be played so much. I think Wolverine's gonna be really strong. What is the percentage? Okay, let me do the actual math. 5.7 per slash on Hulk, right? 5.7 on Hulk. That's 57. Am I crazy? Six, seven. Shut the fuck up. Is that 57 bonus damage per swing? Can you shut the fuck up? I'm taking in consideration that he's 1,000 HP. I'm not going over 1,000. You guys are just saying 6, 7. Like, it's more than 50. It's like 60. It might be 62, 65, 67. No, shut up. That is insane amounts of damage. That is crazy. Yeah, I think Wolverine seems really strong. Wolverine seems strong, but then Groot is unstoppable. And then the Thing is really buffed. So maybe he's not that strong, but it feels like Strange got no buffs. I just realized Strange is going to be so ass next season. Because why would you play Strange when Emma exists, when Mag exists, Cap exists, and Groot exists, and the Thing exists? And the Thing is really good against Strange. Oh, yeah, Strange is going to be really bad. And especially, you're going to be really bad against Wolverine. Yeah, bah. Strange means we're cooked. And Gambit can cleanse Eye. Strange gets closer and closer to Reinhardt as a character. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Supports. Adam Warlock. Increase soul flight speed from 6 to 12. Oh, they're increasing his movement speed when he's dead. To double. And then a reduced karmic revival energy cost from 4.7 to 4.5. And then decrease the rate. Oh no, increase the radius from 30 meters to 35. Buddy, I think we saw enough Adam gameplay in the Ignite tournament. I don't think he needs more buffs. They're buffing Invisible Woman. What the fuck are we smoking? Cloak and Dagger has increased base HP from 250 to 275. So first and foremost with Adam Warlock, oh my god, bro. That is terrorism. Consider he's gonna charge it faster. He's gonna res farther. I don't think it's too OP, but at the same time, Adam was already really strong. And tanks are really good, which means his res is also better, because people are gonna play more tanks. Cloak and Dagger, base HP from 250 to 275. They're buffing Rocket? What the fuck? Okay, Cloak and Dagger changes or whatever. I don't care. Invisible Woman, increase orb projection hit damage from 25 to 30. Projectile maximum range from 30 to 35. Projectile speed from 120 to 150. Does this also change her healing? Does she heal 30 now? She has more healing, right? More damage, more range, and faster healing. Healing isn't changed. So she does more damage, maximum range, and more... Oh, it's the orb. That's 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 not her left one, like left click. That's the shift orb. That's fine. It's not too crazy because you don't use it for the damage. The maximum range is fine. The movement speed is good. Increase force physics length from 30 to 35. That's the boop, right? Okay. Guardian Shield, new effect. If no Guardian Shield is present, pressing the recoil key now place a shield in front of Invisible. What is force physics? why they buff the best support in the game first and foremost? Push. Oh my fucking god, bro. That is insane. Having Guardian Shield, if no Guardian Shield is present. So if she uses the Guardian Shield, she can press the button and deploy a shield in front of herself. If no guardian shield is present. So if there's no guardian shield in the game, you can recall the shield in front of you. That's what I'm getting. Which heals you and slows enemies. And I think being able to cast shield on yourself makes sense on Invisible One, to be fair. To be fair, I think it makes a lot of sense. To be fair. Like, I do think it makes a lot of fucking chunk of sense. Because I think it adds more versatility. It gives you more chances to outplay enemies. It rewards good gameplay. So I don't think these changes are necessarily bad. I just don't get why she's getting buffed when she's already strong. But I think their main philosophy for this season is buff tanks, buff supports, keep DPS mostly the same, release a new support, and push people to play tank and support. I think that is their main philosophy for Season 5. I think that's how they're pushing people to play support and tank. So I think that is their idea, which I'm okay with. I fuck DPS players. Who's with me? Right? Her orbs are her primary, not the suck. So that's her primary. That's getting buffed. 25 to 30 more. So 30 damage, increase range, and more projectile speed. So she can deal more DPS. Okay. Hey, listen. Whatever. I'm okay with it. I don't care because to me it doesn't matter. I mean I will care once she blocks my ult with her shield, but whatever. Rocket Raccoon getting buffed is terrorism. Reduce BRB cooldown from 45 to 40, which means he can rest people more often. Increase repair mode maximum count from 5 to 7. Projectile speed from 60 to 80. Increase bombard mode projectile speed from 150 to 180. What the fuck is bombard modes? Repair mode is healing, I guess. And then bombard mode is his left click. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. 150 to 180. 150 to 180. That's 20% more speed. He shoots faster, which means he's going to do more damage. And then he can shoot more projectiles faster and heal more. And he's going to farm his ult so much faster now, too. Faster bullets, not more bullets. Faster bullets means that more of your bullets are going to reach the target before they move away. So you're going to do more damage. That's how it works. 33% more. What? 33% more bullet speed? Am I stupid? 10% of 150 is 15. 20% of 150 is 30. It's 20%. Faster. From 150 to 180. So why would you say 33? You guys are frying my brain. I think they probably meant for the healing. Repair mode speed is 33% faster. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted. Thank you, David. Yeah. So I think Rocket is going to be hard meta next season. I think Invisible Woman is going to be hard meta next season. I don't think Cloak changes matter too much. I don't think Adam changes. I mean, Adam changes are good, but it's still a good triple support character. But Rocket changes seem insane, considering the fact that how strong he is. I find it so funny they didn't nerf a single character. Okay, Trickster God gets more HP, so from 250 to 275. Do you even have a support that's 250 HP now? Okay, wait. What's the point of buffing, of saying you're buffing Spider-Man because he's bad increase his damage, allow him to one-shot 250 HP targets, and then remove 250 HP from every support. Jeff is underground all the time. Like, they're just rage baiting. Rocket is also impossible to one-shot. Jeff is impossible. Mantis is possible. Adam is 250. How does Adam, the perfect human being, have less HP than Cloak and Dagger? I guess Cloak and Dagger is 2 people. Dagger is 25 HP. Cloak is 250. Okay. Loki 275. It was pretty good. That's fine. And then adjust mystical missile damage fallout from 50 to 80. New effect. Now heals directly hit allies for an extra 10 health. How much is the health now per missile? So it's gonna reward if you have 3 clones or like 3 Chunguses shooting, that's 30 more HP if you're shooting the same target. I don't know what's his base healing. Plus the healing. Like, he's gonna heal so much if it's direct. Whenever you're shooting tanks. Direct hits. I mean, it's not hard to hit a tank. Not splash. I don't think the Loki changes are that crazy. But considering the fact that Loki is already getting played in pro play, I don't think... Okay, the issue here is, which is fun to say, I don't see a reason why you would play Loki over Invis or Rocket. Because Invis and Rocket are absolutely look insane. And they were insane already. So, you could play Loki with Mantis. Or you could play Loki to counter Psy. But, like, there is no... Like, people are not going to play him just because. Yeah, Loki is really bad right now. So, I'm surprised that they didn't buff him more. Okay, team up abilities. Team up anchor Moon Knight gains 5% damage output. Okay, that's 5% damage output. That also applies for his ult, by the way. 5%. It's pretty significant, I think. I think 5% is pretty big. Considering that his shots ricochet and his ultimate does so much damage. I think it is pretty significant. 5% is pretty good. As team up anchor, Gambit gains 5% more increase in healing effects. Yeah, so there's new team ups. It's gonna be Blade of Khonshu, which seems like a PvE thing. And then Magneto is gonna get his sword, but he's gonna be throwing projectiles. And then Sword of Duality. Hawkeye unlocks the Moonlit Slash ability through his team up. Oh, the Moonlit Slash applies anti-heal, I'm pretty sure. So I think they're stacking up so much anti-heal because they know there's gonna be so many tanks. Yeah, that's about it. And yeah. And then Lunar Force is removed. Chilling Assault. No Hawkeye. Mental Projection, no Mag. Widow, Punisher out, and then Widow can heal now. What do you think? W? I think genuinely their entire play is buff tanks, buff supports, keep DPS mostly the same, and make people play tank and support based on that, and then release a new support. Team up anchor from Punisher is gone, but he gets a passive buff. Like, they're buffing him because his anchor is gone. Yeah, insane rocket, insane invis buffs, insane tank buffs. Tank buffs are ridiculous next season. So I guess I'll be playing tank. I'll be playing Gambit, I'll be playing tank. So that'll be fun. I do think it's going to be kind of annoying, though. Like, I'm not going to lie. I feel like it's going to be slightly fucking annoying. I think, I'm going to say it, but I think next season, Marvel Rivals, you're going to hear so many DPS players complain. Like, DPS players are going to be bitching 24/7 that they can't kill anything. The tanks are OP. And everything sucks. And honestly, they deserve it. Fuck them. Fuck them. They got like 50 million DPS characters. Do you think Widow will be used as a main healer? Bro, I kind of want a one-trick Widow, bro, next season because of how stupidly bad she is. She's so bad next season. She keeps getting worse and worse. she gets worse and worse every season. It's so funny. Like I think she's way worse than before now. You can heal, I guess. It's so funny. Widow's only as bad as your aim, bro. No, Widow is not as bad as your aim. Because nobody plays Widow even if they have good aim. Widow is terrible. Why would you not play Hela? Yeah. I like the changes because I'm a tank player and I think it'll be fun. And I like Gambit looks fun. But I think DPS players are probably really sad. Wolverine changes are pretty fucking significant, not gonna lie. Mr. Fen changes seem pretty significant. I think the biggest winners are probably Mag. Mag is an insane winner. The Thing. Cap is insane. Groot seems insane. Hulk, I don't think it changes much. And I think Invis, Rocket are definitely meta next season. They're already meta, but now even more. Like, if I have to guess, Invis is S tier, Rocket is S tier, Mag is S tier, Cap is S tier. Groot, I feel like Groot won't be S tier because he has too many counters. Even though he has Unstoppable. I don't think it's that insane of a change. It seems insane. And then the Thing, I don't know if he's going to be S tier or not, but his changes seem really OP. So maybe the Thing will be S tier too. Yeah, but you can always ban Wolverine. So those are my predictions. And in terms of team-ups, I don't know. I need to see the stats. Penny's still F tier. Penny changes seem good, but not that crazy. They seem really crazy for low elo.